my bases keep getting found, leaving all of my items to mysteriously disappear. So if I want this to never happen again, I'm going to need to create a base that is completely invisible to the naked eye, and that starts with a good location. Because I want this base to have farms, every villager, and a way to get infinite emeralds, I'm going to want to build this pretty close to a village. And right here seems about good. But this leads me to my first issue. I obviously can't just build my base right here in the open. If I want this base to be completely invisible to a player walking by, I'm going to need to place it within a hill. And using this handy dandy pickaxe, I can break into my base, place the blocks back, and it doesn't even look like anything's here. But even if I place my base in a mountain, the average player walking by would still be able to see my name tag. But after looking at the Minecraft forums, it said that a player can see a name tag from 60 to 70 blocks away. So just to play it safe, I'm gonna make the base 80 blocks below ground level. That way, if any player happens to walk by on the surface, there is no possible way to see me. And now that I have the main area complete, I need to start branching out into my 4 sections. One area for villagers, one for farms, one for storage, and one for whatever else I need, like enchantment tables and other utilities. The first thing we're gonna start with is the villager area, which is gonna be long and wide with an area at the end to put a villager breeder. And while I'm mining this area out, I need to make sure to cover up any caves that we run into, because if anything is suspicious within a cave, that's just another chance for someone to find my base and steal all of my loot. But for this breeding machine to actually work, I need to bring 4 villagers down here. That is 1 villager kidnapped and 1 villager in my hole. Uh-oh, we have twins.
Oh my god, you guys are annoying.
Get up. Get in the hole. And that is all the villagers in my hole. But something has just come to my attention. You see, for the past 2 weeks, there's been a group on the server that's trying to make people only eat pumpkin pie. I mean, how stupid is that? They can't eat anything else or their association will kill that player. So I went to spawn to hopefully do something about it. What even is this, bruh? I guess they're like headquarters or something. They were basically just trying to convert everyone to pumpkin pie lovers, which is, again, stupid. So I created a little message for them, destroying their headquarters and leaving them a friendly note. This could very well backfire on me, but if I can finish my base before they inevitably ambush me, I could re-gear in no time, rendering their attacks completely useless. The overall design of this villager breeder is pretty simple, and if you want to make it for yourself, this is the tutorial I use. Now I just have to put all the villagers in here, which... yeah, this might be a struggle. 1, 2, 3, and 4. To make these villagers actually breed, they're gonna need to be fed mass amounts of carrots. So this leads me to the creation of the second section of my base, the farm area. This area will have a carrot farm, sugarcane farm, and even a glitched farm that allows us to get infinite emerald. And using the extra carrots that I brought, I can feed the villagers and make them breed. Once they're done breeding and I have all that I need, I can transfer them into these little holes. But getting all the villagers for this trading hall will actually take ages. So in the meantime, I'm gonna start building the glitched farm that will allow me to get basically infinite emeralds. And I present to you the string duper. Yeah, it's kind of lame, I know. But this thing gives you a serious amount of string very fast. And once my villager room gets all filled up, I can trade all this string with the Fletchers. And because this string duper can run at all times, that means I have basically infinite emerald. But while in the nether collecting materials for the base, what the heck? Ambushed by the PPA. To make it worse, we were on the nether roof, leaving me no way to escape. Even if I throw a pearl, they can easily catch up. So if I was going to get out of this alive, I would have to fight back.
Don't worry, I'm not here.
Pearl cooldown. What is
Hello,
this?
Sword Fighter. Hello, Sword Fighter.
This is so booty, bro. This is so terrible. God, bro, I hate shields so much. Is this part of the Pumpkin Pie Association, guys? And as my resources kept draining, it looked like my time on the server would soon be no longer. Oh, shoot, oh my god, my helmet, bro. What?
These damn...
Why are they... Bro, the cobwebs are literally invisible.
Run all the way over. Are you kidding?
You do so much damage.
I can get both. I can go straight, bro.
Oh, wait, actually, no way, bruh. I had died and lost all of my stuff. If the PPA were willing to spend hours hunting me down just to kill me, what else were they willing to do? But I couldn't waste time. If I want to be able to defend myself against these could-be attacks, I need to finish my base. So I grabbed a spare set of armor and got back to work. Now I'm gonna finish off the villager trading hall by building a mechanism that allows villagers to have insane prices. Let me explain. Okay, I promise I'm not happy. Back here is where I'm gonna put a zombie that can zombify the villagers. Once I cure these villagers, they will have insanely cheap prices, making it easier to grind gear, and I guess whatever else I may need. But my villagers still haven't had any babies. Huh. Okay, I just checked the tutorial again, and it looks like there should be only 2 villagers, and this glass shouldn't be here. Hopefully now they'll breed. Also, I just realized that these pistons need to be sticky pistons instead of the normal ones. There we go. Wait, they're making babies. Let's go. And now I just need to finish off the farm section of the base with a sugarcane farm. And using the extra dirt from the carrots, this section of the base is entirely complete, leaving only the last 2 sections of the base for me to build. And I'll start with the storage room, because as you can see, I've got a lot of junk lying around. This section is going to be pretty simple. A small room with 12 double chests on each side. And that is the storage room entirely complete. This now leaves only 1 section of the base left to build: the enchantment table, brewing station, and utilities area. To start this off, I'm gonna create a little room for the enchantment table and grindstone. In the main area, I'll place down my brewing stands and decorate it a bit just to make it pretty. And with those being placed, that is the utility room finished. But during this entire time building my base, I've been getting comments on my tweet from the PPA. Things like, I am not going to take this level of disrespect. The PPA will rise. As these comments keep coming in, the risk of getting attacked again gets even more likely. But if I want to defend myself against these attacks, this base is gonna have to be done, gearing me up with all of the OP loot I could ever need. And while I may be done building all of the sections, there is still one area that needs my attention: the villager trading hall. But do you know what else needs your attention? The subscribe button. We've been trying to get 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And if you subscribe before we hit this milestone, you can claim your before 100k OG ticket. But in order to finish the villager trading hall, I'm gonna have to get 44 villagers in these holes. The first 22 are easy, but the other 22, these are the hard ones. Each one of these librarians are going to have a designated book that I'm going to buy from them. And right here is the list. All we have to do now is grind. 7 hours later, we have finished off the base. Literally every section is fully complete, but there's still one more thing I would like to do. I built this base in a way that no one could find it, but what good would that be if it wasn't good for grinding? So to put this base to the test, I'm going to strip off all of my clothing and tools to really see how overpowered this base is. And time starts now. First, I'm gonna grab all of the string from the string dupers and trade it with my Fletchers. Now with all of these emeralds, I can buy individual diamond pieces. After unenchanting these pieces, I need to buy all of the books that I will need. And after lots of enchanting later, I finally have everything done. And it didn't even take that long. To get this max set of diamond armor, it took me less than an hour. That just proves how good this base truly is.